morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Paris here from Mount Eliza. A little chilly this morning, but that's okay. We're alive and we're breathing well. I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see. I'm on top of my balcony today, so you can see a nice view. Now that's, can you see there yonder in the distance, on the right of the tall tree, is Nepean Highway, Mount Eliza. And I'm hearing cars, which is nice. I'm not living on Mars or another planet where there's no civilization. Okay, so that is just one of the views that we have from our balcony. Isn't it lovely to be able to see that there's actually cars driving? Right, isn't it lovely? Now friends, I'll turn the camera around. I'm going to sit down for a moment. Now, just wait. The birds can see me on the balcony and they're stressing out. Now, friends, Thursday, I'm sitting for 1 minute. Just 1 minute to rest my ankle, and then I'm back to a lot of work. Now, friends, Thursday, the 3rd of June, the cockies are coming. The wild cockies are coming. You watch how our cockies are going to scream like crazy. I can't talk much because I haven't got much battery. Now, friends, I was thinking this morning, I never thought that I'd be living in a world where some of us can work and some of us can't work. I'm trying to fix the camera here for you guys. Here we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. I never thought I'd live in a world where some of us can work and earn a living and eat, and some of us can't. And in every single family, and in every single friendship, there are some of us who can work and some of us who cannot work. Why are we so selfish in Australia? I'll speak for Australia, not the world. Right? I can speak for the world, but I'll speak for Australia because I'm in Melbourne, Australia. Why are people so selfish that it's okay with them if some of their siblings or family members or friends can work and some of them cannot work? Because you know, friends, if we don't work, even if we're getting payouts from the government, our brain's not stimulating and we don't feel good about ourselves. Sitting on your ass getting money, friends, because even the rich don't do that. Even the rich kids and the rich families, they don't sit on their ass doing nothing. They create, you know, perfume brands, makeup brands, fashion brands, clothes, and build hotels or whatever. Their mind is still stimulated, working, right, to develop intelligence. Sitting on our ass indoors or sitting on our ass in Victoria and not stimulating our mind, it drives you crazy. It drives you crazy. It's another way to drive you crazy. So those of you who are working and who have family members or friends who are not working, I hope you are helping these people, either financially or emotionally, and I hope you have joined a bottoms-up movement, or you've joined some kind, or somehow you're speaking out to be able to support our fellow Australians, our fellow human beings, I should say, who are in such a horrible predicament, because this is worse than dictatorship. Because in dictatorship, people were working as slaves. Now we can't even use our brain. We're just sitting on our ass, doing whatever. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's disgusting that this thing is happening and that people aren't speaking out. I'm disgusted. I believe that most ground roots, bottoms up workers, right, not those who belong to brotherhoods and that, they should be speaking up. But we're all looking after each other's pocket. But you know what's going to happen, friends? Those of you who are working, whether you're part of Rotary or not, you're going to lose your jobs too. You're not going to have any money either. And this is why they've been saying, it's all right, Musty, I won't be long. Musty, the parakeet, is screaming because he can hear me. And this is why I've been saying it's going to take them 10 years to destroy us completely. Because this is second year. Next year's going to happen the same, the 4th year the same, the 5th year the same. How long do you think savings last? How long do you think that the brain cells are going to keep working and being stimulated if they're not being stimulated? We all have a purpose, we all have a journey in life, and we need to do things in life. If we don't do things in life, our brain doesn't develop. I'm talking about efficient, effective, ethical things in life, right? I'm not talking about bullshit. So, shame on the rest of you who are in certain positions where you can speak up and say things and help people, and you're not doing that. Shame on you. There's going to be a lot of problems in families. A lot of people are going to be coming out saying, why is he or she making more money than the rest of us? The rest of it, it's happening already. Okay, it's happening already. There's a lot of jealousy out there. But you know what, friends? Don't be jealous of these people. Speak up. Speak up. we need to establish a bottoms-up movement in Australia where the everyday Australian, the everyday worker is going to be saying, is going to speak up and say enough. It's not late. As long as we're thinking and breathing and talking, it's not late. Right, we've got to speak up. We really have to. Anyway, the sun's coming out in Melbourne. I don't know what it's like in other states. If my voice is sore, it's because, well, I'm running around on top. But that's a good thing, right? Because I'm alive. I know I'm doing things. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. So I'm going to get back to the bird work, to my cleaning and washing and feeding and the rest of it. And I want you all to think very seriously about what is going on in Australia and the world, because a lot of you still can't see or don't want to see the situation we're in. If you're of any vocation and your association is not sticking up for you, defending you to work, well then they're one of them. They're one of them because they want to take your fees, like if you're part of a medical association or my therapy association, massage association, counselling association. I'm not part of the counselling associations anymore. It's another story. I'll tell you that another time. And friends, it's interesting, you know. It doesn't matter how many times you click on my videos, it will only show 5 views. You can click on it 100 times, I can get 100 views, it will only say 5. Even on this one, it's only going to show 2, 3 or 5. Whereas I've been clicking on them 10, 20, 30, 40, not so many times, 10 times, right? And it still says 5 views. This is so that people can say it's only 5 views. What Paris is saying doesn't matter. And friends, you know, I've got to explain something to you guys, that from 2014, when I started doing full-on activism for birds' rights, and I still do it, that Facebook was cutting back my reach, R-E-A-C-H, for birds' rights. And I've been talking about the government the past year, and they didn't cut back my reach. I was getting thousands of views. But as soon as the past 2-3 weeks, I've set up the group Dr. Shiva Australia, right? They've cut back my reach. They're throttling my Facebook live videos. As soon as I've been talking about Dr. Shiva, and as soon as I've been talking about the not-so-obvious establishment or the fraud groups online. You know who I'm talking about, because I've been talking about them for around 10 days now. As soon as I've been talking about the other online groups, that's when my videos they've been playing up with my videos, because government tells online groups what to do. Social media. And all the groups that are online and the individuals, they're not legitimate, friends. A lot of them are part of the not-so-obvious establishment. And a lot of them are making you believe that we have common rights, making you believe we have human rights. We don't. We don't have any rights. We'd have 0 rights. Because if we did, we wouldn't be in this situation, right? If the Section 51s and all that of the Australian Act and all that were applicable, we wouldn't be in this situation. But we are, because there are no rights. So what these groups are doing is that they're trying to convince you, you know, write to the government, push the government, we've got these rights. We have no rights, friends. And this is why we have to start bottoms up, grassroots, and speak out and say no. We cannot rely on family members. We cannot rely on friends. We cannot rely on anyone to stick up for us. It's got to be like-minded people. Anyway, friends, I'll let you guys go. As you can see, when I talk a lot in the morning, I haven't had my tea. I get a bit sore in the throat. Have a fabulous day today. I'll see if I've got time to do more lives, because, like I said, they've been playing up with my videos. If you like, I'd appreciate if you share this video. Share it. Share it via Messenger, share it, whatever. Just share it. Just to get the word out. We need bottoms-up movements. Forget about what happened last year, friends. Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working, because they were not and are not legitimate groups. They're all political groups, part of the not-so-obvious establishment. Love you all. Have a fabulous morning in Melbourne. Have a fabulous hour wherever you are in the rest of the world. I love you all. Speak to you soon. Bye, everyone.